Hey everybody, I wanted to give you an update on the Enterprise program. This is Dr. Reynolds, Mechanical Engineering Department Chair, University of West Florida. Hold on a second here. What courses does this update cover? I'm going to talk specifically about Sophomore Engineering Design 1 and 2 and Junior Engineering Design 1 and 2. That is EGN 2911L, 2912L, 3913L, and 3914L. This update does not cover Capstone 1 or 2. You should look for information from your Capstone instructor if you're in one of those courses. So what's changed recently? Well, a lot of things have changed, right? Students are no longer allowed into Building 4 or the Port of Pensacola. So that means that for most of the projects, they're not really able to complete them, okay? And so we don't expect our students to necessarily complete any of the projects at this point. There are a few cases where some students have taken some work home to do, but really we don't expect you to do a lot of work on the project itself, and probably start to think and develop a plan for the fall and for next academic year about how you're going to complete that project. Students are encouraged to limit access with other students, so don't meet with other students, and to use the remote tools. So certainly if you want to use Google Hangouts or what other remote tools you have, Discord, to talk amongst yourselves, that's great. So we're ready to announce what will be required from each person in the sophomore and junior design courses. So please pay attention to this carefully. Watch the video again if you need to. Of course, all this information will also be posted on the page for the courses. So you should have a the page on e-learning Canvas as well. Will have all this information. Okay. So we have 5 requirements that are remaining, okay, for all of the teams. And so, and many of these requirements are actually pretty simple, all right? So please look carefully at each of these 5 requirements. Let me go through them. 1, we will have one final update session, either April 10th or April 17th. You will need to schedule this with Mr. Ireton. Of course, these will be done via Google Hangouts or some other remote technology. This is one per team, okay? Not all the team will do this. And really, it probably will be just the ones that have done it before, okay? So in your team, you have people that have done an update session with Mr. Ireton. Those team members would just do this again, okay? So that's the one thing. And it'll be either April 10th or April 17th, and you will schedule that with Mr. Ireton. If you have questions about that, please reach out to him. 2, there'll be a topical quiz. This is an individual requirement, not a team requirement. You will watch a video and then you will take a quiz online, all right? The video will have to do with all sorts of different relevant topics to us. I don't think the quiz is going to be hard. I don't think the video is going to be long, but this is something that's required of all students. So you be on the lookout. There'll be an email. We'll post it in Canvas. We'll have all the information about the quiz out there, okay? So look for that. It's not hard. It won't take you a long time to do, all right? Number 3, the UWF undergraduate virtual symposium poster. All right. Now, of course, we were all planning on doing the symposium this semester, but of course it got canceled. So now every team, this is again one per team, you have to submit the poster. You don't have to do anything else. They've been talking about doing videos and other things. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is submit the poster, okay? And so this is one per team. I know the symposium is April 16th. I do not know at this moment when the posters are due. I would assume a few days before that. But this is a one per team poster event, okay? We're not going to be grading these posters. As long as it looks halfway decent, it'll be okay, all right? And so but just make sure you do it, all right? Another one is peer evaluations, number 4. This is required individually of all the students. You need to do a peer evaluation of every member of your team. That's what we do every single semester in these courses, and that's something that will be, of course, on e-learning Canvas, and there'll be another email that goes out about that. And then finally, a final report. This is one per team as well, all right, and it's due April 24th. Now, I know some of the groups have been fairly close to finishing, and it won't be hard for them to write a final report. I know a number of the groups did not finish, and you might say, well, how can I write a final report? Well, we have a plan for those who are not finished, and we'll be posting on the e-learning Canvas page some information about that, okay? Regardless, the best thing to do with the final report is to talk to your advisor of your group, okay? Work with the advisor of your group. The advisor is the one that actually is going to grade that, okay? So work with your group advisor on that. All right, that's it. Those are the 5 things that are required, all right? I want to do one more thing and look at the schedule, and I want to make sure, just very clearly, a couple of things. One, if you take a look at this, we're going to basically get rid of this, okay? So we're getting rid of what we might call the second update. The third update, I'm changing this date right here, changing this date to the 17th. So it's either April 17th or April 24th. And then we're also getting rid of final presentations, all right? So even though it says mandatory, we're going to get rid of it, all right? So we will not do final presentations, okay? But everything else there should be still there, right? So we're still going to have an update session. Maybe we don't call that the third update session. Maybe it's the second. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it. Doesn't matter. But we're going to get rid of one of the update sessions. We're getting rid of the final presentation. But we think the rest of this stuff is not really that hard to do. And if you work well with your groups, you should have no problem with that. My recommendation is that you have some of your team members working right now on the poster and some of your team members working right now on the final report. And then whoever does the update sessions, work on the update sessions. And then everybody just does the topical quiz and the peer evaluations. We don't want to make any of this stuff overburdensome to you, and we know it's frustrating for everybody that you were not able to finish your project. We're frustrated too. We're so excited about next year though. We're going to have a great year next year. We're going to get fired up, and we're going to go into this, and we're going to have a great year next year and get a lot of these things done, and we're going to compete next year, okay? And we're going to do a great job. So let's just get through this, and I want to make sure you read and know this carefully. Thank you.